Governor Reynolds' proposal to redesign Iowa's area education agencies is getting its first look at the State House. Iowa's 9 AEAs assist school districts in determining student needs and provide special education services like occupational and speech therapy, psychology. Under Governor Reynolds' plan, some of the funding for AEAs would shift to local school districts. WHO 13's Zach Fisher joins us live from the State House. Zach, all of this is rolled into another massive education bill, but today you were there for a hearing where lawmakers were starting to dig into the details.
Yeah, Aaron, you're exactly right. Even though the session just started last week, the real work is going to be beginning right now with lawmakers in the House, both Republicans and Democrats, telling me that this weekend they really just started looking at the AEA part of the massive education bill introduced by Governor Reynolds. That also includes, like we were talking about, Aaron outlined, changes to AEAs, but also the wage increases for teachers as well. So you can see some video right here of the House Education Committee meeting today. First one of the year, no action taken yet on this education bill. A lot of concern that I'm seeing being posted to the website is just how fast this bill is expected to move, along with some changes that it could bring, thinking that school districts aren't ready for them. The bill would allow school districts to control which AEA they want to utilize or go to the private sector. And if passed, AEAs would only be able to provide special education resources, not all the other ones currently offered to Iowa students.
Major changes that we're talking about, so we're going to have to go through there very, very carefully. This is certainly one example of something that I'm going to listen very closely to my school superintendents, my local school officials, and I'm going to speak to my local AEAs. I'm going to get just as much information as I can.
How? Who's going to do it? And who's going to pay for it? And where are these people going to go? They've already started advertising for the positions, and we haven't even passed the bill yet. So there are a lot of wonderful AEA employees out there doing marvelous. Who do you think was at Perry first? AEAs.
And another point to stick with here too, there was a fire that killed 4 children and their father up in Mason City just last winter. AEAs were responding to that scene as well and assisting the family and the community. So I want to give a sense of why people are concerned of why this would be moving forward too fast. There's an April 30th deadline that's currently in the bill that school districts have to make a decision. Do they stay with their current AEA? Do they go to a different AEA? Do they go to the private sector? So that's one thing people are worried about. And then also too, with the private sector, there hasn't been enough businesses coming in yet to provide resources that the AEA may not be able to provide if the policy actually does pass too. So that's another concern. And Representative Holt too, a Republican, he was just being honest with me. He hadn't got too much into the details, so he was sharing what he could and what he will be doing throughout the process. And he says he's not rushing it. He wants to learn as much as possible before this legislation potentially passes, Aaron.
Okay, we know this is one of many things you're going to be keeping tabs on for us. Thanks, Zach.